Hey, y'all. Let me plug up. Hey, Real Magnolia. Hey. Dang, y'all, I thought I could have a microphone, but I don't, so we'll just go from here. Hey, guys. Hello. Guten morning, Cynthia. Hey, Scott. Real Magnolia. So, you guys, hey, I actually got an announcement for you, Real Magnolia. I got your package back today. I have to send an email from something you won. October, I think it's dated. So you guys, let me break down what's happening. I got some good news today. Shout out to everybody. I just titled this the way it was because just for my people, you know, we family that listen to me regardless of the subject matter. I want to kind of talk about a little bit of everything because I've been missing out. God has been so good to just bring y'all in my life and so many good people. The energy is so good around me right now. I feel so blessed, and I'm just blessed. So if you guys didn't know, last year when all the drama happened, and you guys this is all verifiable, this Dolton stuff was absolutely bananas for residents, and I'm a resident, and like y'all, I'm still going through the lies and stuff people would tell on me just because they wanted Tiffany Henyard out of office is diabolical, or they wanted points on YouTube and be part of the cool kids club. It's just crazy to me. So one of the people that was trying to be, I guess, part of INA or something like that. I don't know exactly what she thought she was doing, so I can't blame INA for her. I just can say that she herself took it upon herself as a postal worker to report anything I was mailing. Yes, true story. And all of a sudden, my stuff just started coming up missing. Like, some people bought things for me and they would see the tracking number and then it would just be, it's still in transit. It has been dropped off at Dolton Post Office. It's still in transit. And I'm like, okay, this is happening now. I know it happens once in a while, but this was happening to me anytime I sent something out when this lady was working. So they had to go through the main office, track this person down who I'm like, it's just my packages and I'm not mailing anything out but little clothing items, right? Man, Dolton had people, this lady lost her job. She lost her job. I'm sure. I don't know. They said they would get to the bottom of it and they reported back to me today. But on a Saturday, yes, on a Saturday, because they were closed. I don't know what happens, but the post office, whoever it is, they got back to me today. And I have to go in on Monday because I think that I have to go in on Monday and speak with someone and fill out some paperwork because she was so busy trying to track down Lolita packages to report to somebody, from what I understand. And I'm like, it's not that serious, you guys. We are regular people here in Dolton. I'm just a regular person with a YouTube channel. Ben had my YouTube channel before all of this happened. lifelong resident here, try to steer away and be like, ugh, I don't want people to know I live here, because the people here in the south suburbs are mean. Chicago is not a place you want to move to. Dolton is not a place you want to buy a house at. I'm telling you that. Out my mouth. Chop it, screw it, however you want. Dolton is not a place you want to raise your children in. Period. No. Do not raise your children here. Period. It's nothing here. It's not a good place for your kids to go to the park and play. It's not. It's not, especially in the summer. Take your kids somewhere else that's safe. I said it clearly, okay? Hey, Chavis. Hey, Cases. What's up, everybody? So I'm gonna send you an email. So I got this, I got some of my stuff back, but it was like about 4 packages missing when and it's scary because I'm worried about the people I was mailing it to. Like, what are y'all doing? Are you trying to, like I said, I can't blame anybody for her actions. So not try to do this. This is just a gossip I heard and what was written down. But she's basically, I'm a Tiffany supporter. I have the right to be a Tiffany supporter if I want to be. Do you guys know that? Do you know that all you have to do is cast your vote and vote for who you want to? That's all you have to do. That's how Tiffany got in office. That's how she got out of office, via votes, right? But this whole thing, like Tiffany did something crazy where y'all gotta hate people that you're automatically a Tiffany supporter if you do not wear a clean house t-shirt or get a clean house tattoo. You're a Tiffany supporter. It's just insane to me. So I'm a little, y'all hear it in my voice, I'm a little frustrated by that. And these are grown people, well in their 50s and 60s and 70s, doing all this crazy stuff in the name of get Tiffany out. It's crazy. So that's a crime. Now you're messing with the postal police. Now you're messing with other stuff, messing with my mail. So I'm a little frustrated about that today. So I have some packages that just came back. So I have to put something else. You'll get your original package, but then I'll put something else in it just for the inconvenience after I inspect everything. Yeah, just weird. Just weird. And this is actually formulated from being doxxed. All of this happened because I was doxxed online publicly with my government name. So now when I go to the Dolton post office, they want to look into what I'm mailing. Okay? Just think about that. Okay? Look, stay tuned for the rest of the story. Stay tuned. Okay. What I want to talk about, I didn't want to start off on Dolton, but to get in a good mood, because I'm going to go back to that. You guys, did you see Olivia Benson's documentary of her mother? And her real name is Mariska Hargitay. And what was Mariska's Hargitay mother name? She was a bombshell in the 50s. Jane, I started a video. I'm going to post it tomorrow. Jane, what was her name? Jane Mansfield. If you want to watch something, oh my goodness. Hey, Ragin. If you want, hello everybody. I miss Jane Mansfield. When I tell you that was so good, you guys watch this documentary. Oh my goodness. Jane Mansfield, Olivia Benson, such a good documentary. And it was messy. Jane Mansfield was a mess. And it was really good. It was really good. And I didn't know how it's get deep. I don't even want to spoil it for y'all. Watch it. It's on HBO Max. And it came out on the anniversary of Jane Mansfield's death. She did die only when Mariska was 3 years old. So Mariska doesn't have memories of her mother. It was so good. I had my popcorn. I was on the edge of the seat. I love documentaries. I'm so glad that Mariska did this now and got to know her mother from another angle, because she does admit she didn't really like that her mother was a sex symbol. And You know, she was like Marilyn Monroe. They basically made Jane Mansfield Marilyn Monroe after Marilyn Monroe passed away too. You know, doubled down on her sex. Like Jane Mansfield also did nude films that only was showed in Europe. And you can find those on like Twitter and all kind of stuff. It's scary, right? So Mariska Hargitay had to learn all this about her mother, and it's so good. It's so good. Hey, Choose. Who died in? Oh yeah, yep, she did, Ragin. She did. She sure did. She was trying to go home too. And look, all the kids was in the car when she died. So wait a minute, I can tell y'all this part because this is public. So Jane Mansfield was in a car accident, right? Arguing with her boyfriend, who was her divorce attorney. Like, this lady was beautiful, right? And her measurements was all the rage because she had this tiny waist and big hips and big boobs, right? She was just beautiful. And so Mariska's in the car, the two sons are in the car, and I think the oldest daughter is in the car. So I think the 4 kids. So they're in the back seat. The front of the car, they got a picture of the car crash. Let me pull it up. Y'all, it was so good. Sorry to say it's good. Sorry to say it's good when it's somebody's life. I hate that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a great documentary. So Jane, she calls her ex-husband like, man, I'm sick of this dude, right? Talking about the dude she's dating, right? And he like, okay, baby, you know, come. He's remarried, but he's like, come on, bring the kids home, come on home. And y'all, you see the front of the car? She said, okay. So she like, I'm gonna put all the kids. This is what she says before she gets off the phone. I'm gonna put all the kids in the back seat, and I'm gonna get up front, because you know how back in the days, because it was 3 in the front seat, somebody could sit in the middle. So it was the driver, it was her, and then her boyfriend / attorney. Then she put all the kids in the back seat. Thank God she did, because everybody in the front died right there. So the ambulance came and, you know, volunteers to pull the kids out the car. So they pulled everybody but Mariska. So one of the babies woke up. One of the sons woke up because, you know, they were in an accident, so they were passed out. And he said, hey, where's Maria? That's another thing, y'all. Mariska's name was Maria. It's a good story on how that went down. So he's like, where's Maria? And the hospital is like, who is Maria? Y'all, Mariska was under the passenger seat, like, because she was only 3. She was real tiny. Just lodged under the passenger seat. They didn't even see her, passed out with a head injury. So if the baby wouldn't have woke up and said, where's my sister? We wouldn't have Olivia Benson to this day. And because they thought that was all rubble and crash at that point. So it was really good. Oh my goodness. It was so good. And it gets into family too. It's really, really good. And happy belated birthday to Choose Compassion. Happy birthday. I got to send your Caribou over, your Caribou gift card. So yeah, watch it, y'all. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, because they crack jokes on here. Because it's another puzzle piece missing. And I was like, you know what? I was ready to I'm like, Telephone by Erykah Badu, one of my favorite songs. But it's like a song about if you could talk to anyone in heaven. It's a great song. If you're ever mourning somebody, Telephone is a great song by Erykah Badu. I'm like, somebody put Jane Mansfield on the phone, because I need to holler at her, because my girl was messy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so watch that documentary. Hey, Curtis. So we're talking about the Jane Mansfield, Olivia Benson mother, Mariska Hargitay, her mother. The documentary, really good. And she died at what, like 34? So sad. 4 children. Just Hollywood, man. Hollywood. They tore her, Hollywood tore her up. That's all it was to it. Okay, so some other things I want to talk about is since we got Gardis here, South Holland being bougie. Y'all, South Holland was so messy. Y'all, it's been a messy week and I haven't been able to get on the phone with y'all and tell y'all. South Holland got really bougie with us, y'all. Got really it got really it got the girls were fighting. Okay, so y'all, this what happened. Lansing said no fireworks this year. Dolton said no fireworks this year. I don't know if Calumet City had fireworks. Probably they did. So the best fireworks in the south suburbs are only gonna, and I'm ready to argue. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong or right. The best fireworks in the south suburbs is South Holland and Tinley Park. Let me know what y'all think if you ever go to a fireworks show out here in the south suburbs. Tinley Park has a great one. South Holland would come in second, and then Lansing would be the third place we would go to see the fireworks. They would go above and beyond. So, oh, they did. So South Holland mayor said, y'all in Dolton ain't bringing y'all raggedy buns over here like y'all did at that parade and come over here and mess up my good fireworks. I'm gonna get a fee. So it made the news. Chicago suburb charging non-residents to attend the 4th of July fireworks display. So South Holland said if you don't have a South Holland ID and they check in, you cannot come in their park and watch the fireworks. If you don't have a South Holland ID, it's $10. So it made the news, you guys. Non-residents will need to pay to attend the official. I said, why, Gardis, why they being bougie over there? 4th of July fireworks celebration in South Holland. The official fireworks display, which takes place from 6 to 9:30 at Veterans Memorial Park, will be free to residents who provide proof of residency, such as an identification card, driver's license, or utility bill. This year, the village has implemented a fee for non-residents, citing the overwhelming popularity of the show in the past years. Adding a fee will better serve our residents and ensure an experience with plenty of space and resources. That's what the village said. Non-residents, 6-year-old and above, will be required to pay $8 in advance or $10 at the gate. Man. Oh my gosh. So I didn't know how I felt about that because I was like, I don't know. I felt like they was $10 weeds out a lot of people. South Holland is so close to Harvey and Dolton. Sorry, Harvey people. Not sorry, Dolton people. the influence could trickle over in the atmosphere, if you will. And when you cross that street in South Holland on South Park / when it turns from Martin Luther King Drive in to South Park, you see a clear difference immediately. And we're only blocks away that you have now left Dolton and you're in South Holland. Wow, Garda says Veterans Park was filled to capacity and most of the attendees were not from the village. Wow. Oh, she has South Holland fireworks? Oh, that's great. They charge that $10 fee to keep out the unwanted elements. Carnival Cruise style. Hey, Mike Rule, number 5. Oh, that's really cool. And look, it was revenue for the village. It was revenue for the village at the end of the day. Look, Dalton, didn't you say you broke anyway? Don't bring that brokey energy. Brokey. Yeah. Okay. And then another thing, South Holland is a sort of dry town. So they don't have alcohol. And in Dalton Park, is alcohol bottles. They smoking, they drinking. You know, it it's just it is what it is. You know, it's just totally two different. When you cross that line, that's it. It's totally different when you get to South Park Avenue and you're at Jewel instead of Food for Less in Dalton. It's just different. It's just different. Oh, that's great. You saw your balcony and watched it too. Okay, Gardens. Oh, raging. Oh, I bet New Orleans fireworks were spectacular. So yeah, okay. So the second thing that's what I wanted to say. South Holland, they said, nah, y'all stay. Dalton, y'all, no, you came over here messing with the parade. Don't come back over here now. Don't come back over here unless you got $10. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, lastly, from Dalton is how I felt about the Pope House purchase. I feel like check on us in a year. I did my video about it. Do I think us purchasing the Pope House is going to change anything? Absolutely not. And I'm not trying to be everybody say you're trying to be negative. No, it's not going to change. It's not going to change anything. We still have a historical house right across the street from Village Hall with the windows busted out. It's basically like, I mean, it's an eyesore. And I think that was a historical house home of one of the Dalton mayors in downtown Dalton. If not the first, I'm not sure, but it's in between Trophies R Us and Village Hall, like right when you get to the stop sign, you see it, and it's an eyesore. Everybody see it. They haven't done anything there. I saw Richard Roper came back to town earlier this year to show off his block. I mean, we had Pop Staples. They're not the Pope, don't get me wrong. I feel sorry for the people on that block. That I do feel bad for them. I worry about the people in between the Pope House and the house on the corner. When I go over there, I'll get video for you guys because I would love for them, if they bought the Pope House, did they talk to Riverdale? Because if you guys don't know, you said another year. If you guys don't know, right across the street, it's just an abandoned strip mall like thing. It's just everything's abandoned, toe up, you know, graffiti. It just is. List of did y'all talk to the Riverdale mayor and see what he gonna do it across the street from the Pope House, or are we just gonna make this look fancy? These two, and why did y'all have to buy the second house? I'm sorry. That's how I feel about it. Am I mad they bought it? No, I don't. I think yeah, buy it. I'm not mad about it. Where we get the money from though? Like Tiffany, I want to bring this up. I saw a video. They said that the streets are getting repaved. Let's watch that together, which is a good thing because Dalton has some roads that will tear you up. Okay. But what I'm saying is, I thought we was broke though. I thought nobody wanted to give us insurance. Nobody wanted to give us money. Nobody want overnight. Everything just changed overnight. Okay, go off, y'all.
Repaved as quickly as the end of this week. In particular, I'm looking at the hole that's been sitting out here on King Drive for more than 6 to 8 months.
Hello, this is Wayne from 5 Star. We're here today to do from over the winter water.
Now, this is funny. Wait a minute. So maybe Choose can. Is it 5 Star? Didn't 5 Star? That's not who wrote the check, right? Who wrote the check? Because we had a lot of 5 Star on the warrant list. That's not who wrote the check, right, y'all? The check that we didn't see the back of.
Breaks, and we're repairing all the damaged streets. Jason House sent us out here for the citizens of Dolton, and keep your cars safe and keep them, most importantly, to keep the people of the village of Dolton from not causing an accident and drifting into another lane. And Jason's on top of things, make things happen here.
Conscious is here. So wait a minute. Conscious was 5 Star wasn't getting paid, right? I think they weren't getting paid. Hey, everybody coming in.
Thank you, Jason. I've been here 8 years. Both of these hoes have been here and they haven't done anything about it. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you as our mayor. Tow truck.
And it's so funny. We got to talk about this because, and I'm glad these streets are getting repaved. We got enough money to repave the streets. We got enough money to have 4 barbecues a day. We got enough money to change the names, take the locks off the doors, all that stuff. It's a reason I think they don't want you at Village Hall. I have a personal reason I think they don't want you at Village Hall. Someone sent to me, somebody saying it's not handicap accessible. Who said that? Who said that Village Hall is not handicap accessible? Y'all have seen all the board meetings all over and see that you walk right in there, one floor. Who said that? Who said that? Because you don't need to go to the basement downstairs to the offices. So who said that? I think that's the one they fixed. It ain't no panel today, baby. It ain't no panel. How you doing? Calm down. Okay. So just check on us in a year. I think that what happened to transparency, they said that they were going to let us know how much, nobody let us know how much anything is, what they even negotiated for. So I guess you have to wait for the deal to get signed, which I guess is signed at the board meeting. And then for it, how much did it cost for the village to buy the Pope House? And what is the plan? Just like the ice rink. Remember that was everybody was saying that it was a beautiful ice rink, but what's the plan to generate revenue? And now the ice rink just sit there it's nothing. It's nothing. The roller skating rink. The same thing with the Pope House. You bought the Pope House. What's the plan to make money? Okay. Okay. And that's just how I feel about it. Check on us in a year. Just check on us. I said that last year. Y'all be coming back to me with that all the time. It said this is not a functional relation. Oh yeah, the one-on-ones. Yes. I said it's gonna be the Pope and Poles. It's gonna be Polishes and Poles by the end of this next year. It's gonna be a party house on the corner. Or they're gonna be like, you know what? We decided to make this house the mayor's house, because we used to have a mayor's house here in Dolton. Back in the day, it was like a mayor's house, which was on Woodlawn, but is now tore down. I think Mel Reynolds bought it, the failed politician. He was just something else. That's a story for another. He lived in Dolton, and they demolished that whole section of houses and put the storage unit there. So that's a little history there. It was houses there before it was that storage unit right there. And the Walgreens was a Arby's. That lot was Arby's. You might remember Walgreens used to be in the Kmart strip lot a walk away from Thornridge. So yeah. I think Tiffany is laughing, but I think she, I think the hardest part for me to look at this stuff is how now I see Tiffany is gone and other YouTubers are attacking the residents. I see them making videos about Trina now. Trina is a resident. She pays taxes and she's been on everybody's buns since Riley Rogers. Since she moved, she's been one of the only people in the village involved in the village and standing up for the residents under every administration, including Tiffany. And somehow it got flipped into she's a Tiffany goon. Why? Because she's not, like I said, she ain't get a tattoo on her neck that say Clean House 2025. Now she's a goon. No, she's holding everybody responsible. AT&T cut you off if you 30 days past due, let alone $500,000. 500. Now let's talk about this AT&T bill. Trina did not let it slide. I'm working on a project. I did plan to go to the board meeting, y'all. I really did, but I'm working on a project, and I won't be finished probably until August. So because I was going to ask upfront, how much did the purchase of 2 houses cost? Because it's transparency. Because I wanted the answer. What's the answer? So now Trina is a goon sent by Tiffany Henyard for some reason when she's asking about a $500,000 bill that they did put in the board packet. Let's be true about this, guys. If this is 1000% factual, if AT&T had any time to cut the village phone systems off, guess when they could have did it? When Tiffany was mayor. That would have been such a negative strike and point that YouTube would have went crazy. AT&T cut off phones, cut off the village phones. No one could call 911. Communication going to the village. Now all of a sudden it's this $500,000 bill that has to be paid now or negotiated upon. That's a valid question. That from 2018. During Riley Rogers' administration, and they just let Riley Rogers back on a board here. Well, he's on a zoning board. So if you care about the residents, you guys, at least look at it from the residents' point of view instead of just the point of view you've been fed. Look at all the people who fed you the information that now work for the village. It's very simple. It's very simple. Don't just let people, get your money. I guess that's what you're doing. But I don't think you should be picking on the residents that have to pay taxes here, that have to pay bills, that now have to pay for this Pope house that everybody from the outside cheering on. That's crazy. No meeting of the whole, nothing of that. Oh, yeah. And we got Mr. NFL at the township rescinding ordinances and passing budgets with no discussion. Oh, man, did y'all see? I didn't get it together. Did y'all see the latest flyer of Napoleon? His face is bigger than Tiffany. The seniors can't even read the small print. And I'm looking at this flyer like, wait, I thought it was Tiffany put her face on everything and we weren't going to do that. What is happening? But okay, Tiffany bad, they good. Tiffany bad, they good. Okay. Anybody that say anything different, we're going to ruin their life. We're going to ruin their life because they don't agree with us. Man, but Trina at that podium, she had them so uncomfortable. I don't think it was Trina. I'm sorry. I don't think Trina brought them discomfort. I think Mary Avant had them in their feelings when she got up there and said, no, we don't need the Pope house. And why nobody's covering that Mary Avant said that? She said that too. Not just Trina, not just Mama Hill, not just the lady that said she was a practicing Catholic. All these people said, we do not need that house. We need to have this man. I don't know what his faith is. He doubled up. He had a cross and a collar. Father somebody. who lived off University about it. He said I got to see University potholes all the time. So this man doubled down. He brought his Bible, had a priest collar, and a chain around his neck. Okay, he said we don't need the Pope house. What? Good Lord. And we got the grifter harassing people in the neighboring suburb of Harvey getting paid by that. Oh yeah, paid by that mayor to suppress his opposition. Isn't that crazy? Not one Catholic church in Dolton. Yeah, he said it's. Wait, y'all laughing because y'all didn't get the joke. I think that's gonna go over a lot of people because I was sitting up here laughing with a friend because she was like, why did Mary get up there and say a house is a pimp? And like all of us here, we like, because it's about to be a party house. Somebody about to be living in that house for free, kick it. We already know what's about to happen. That house is not about to be, give it a year. Give it a year. Give it a year. It's not about to be what y'all think. No. So when she said a house is a pimp, that's going to be a pimp house. All right. It is. It's going to be a mess. It's party central. Tiffany, you guys put a 1 in the chat if you heard them say they had anything for the youth or doing anything for the youth. We got bidwist, booze, and bingo and blues. We got jazz fest by the fountain they just cleaned up. We got we had the Father's Day picnic. What else you have? Something else is happening. You got something else going on, but everything has to do with, you got game night. Everything has to do with kicking it, drinks, having fun. What is the stuff for the children? And that's something Tiffany did. 4th of July parade. She tried to do the Apollo over here for the kids when they had the showtime at the Apollo. She had the little waterfall. The little thing where they could climb the rocks and have the little racetrack and the little splash pad. She had that for the kids every time it was an event. Now, is it because she has a kid? Yeah, but they wanted to probably. But I'm not gonna step on Tiffany with that one. She was doing stuff for the youth way before she had justice. She was doing stuff for the youth way before she had justice, and people that's why that skating rink was a problem. The skating rink was a problem because you can't roller skate and have a cocktail. You can't kick it, and it's nothing for the seniors. I mean, it's nothing for the youth, but it's so much for the seniors. Everything for the seniors. Everything. Look at Napoleon's. Did y'all see that Seniors on the Lake? They approved like 8 events for just seniors. What about the kids? Garnet says, I'm willing to bet they trying to get the archdiocese on board with this, and they're throwing Dolton into the voicemail. Yeah, the kids can't even be Serena now. They can't be Serena now. Yeah, like, okay, we got this beautiful church. Like the woman said, buy the church. But I heard it's the reason they can't touch that church. And if you know the reason, you kind of put where the event, all I can say, the event where they're having bidwist and blues, that location, and I heard the church owner, I heard they're tied together some kind of way. So don't know if that's true, but yeah, that's why they're leaving the church alone. Here I said, kids can cut the grass at the Pope house. Literally, it's a photo of them cutting the grass. And that poor lady next door, I hope God protect her. God protect her, because I know how they get down, and just God protect her. Yeah, so that's all I want to say. Do I care if they bought it? No big deal. You got a bunch of, am I shocked they bought it? No. You got a bunch of people up there that deal in real estate that saw a real estate opportunity. Who was the signing agent on the sale? That's what I want to know. Who got the commission for the sale of the Pope house? I repeat, who got the commission for the sale of The Pope House. I'm gonna say it one more time. Who got the commission for the sale of the Pope House? Okay. Now, let's go on to the next thing, because sometimes stuff you gotta look up, baby. You gotta look it up yourself. So, you guys, I'm gonna talk about this Mellow Bucks. Now, she's from over east. Now, if you didn't hear the story, it was a big shooting at her album release party. I learned about Mellow Bucks around the time Tommy G came out with a video about her last year, the most gangster female in Chicago. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. But the most gangster female in Chicago. That's what it was. And he went over east. So he went over east and he did an interview with Mellow Bucks. Now, I'm sort of in the entertainment industry per se, I would say. I'm sort of in the entertainment industry a little bit, but so I get a lot of calls, and I did get a call for Mellow Bucks. Maybe I happened to be on a project, but this is the thing. It was a makeup artist that wanted to put me in touch with. I guess they had something going on. Maybe it was a photo shoot. I don't know what it was. But I'm older now, so I don't do, and I hate to be like this, I don't do rappers anymore. I used to back in the day. I used to service entertainment, but the reason I didn't, I think my first musician I ever worked with was CeeLo Green and Goody Mob. And when I left there, the second musician I got a label called me was a drill rapper, Katie Got Bands. Love her down. But I realized when I was doing these, I have to be like an older crowd. When I was doing these rappers, when you run with their entourage, you're part of the entourage. Thank you. Shout out to him for a 14 piece. So thank you, 14 months. When you're part of the entourage, you ride with them. You know, they don't know you, the hairstylist, makeup artist. They don't know what you are. You just with them. So I had to stop because I'm trying to say this the right way. Her ops just like Tiffany. This is a perfect example of a Tiffany. Just because I'm not part of Clean House 2025 as like, oh, vote for Jason, I became the op. And they assume I'm rolling with Tiffany. Never met Tiffany before this whole thing, even though she was a mayor. Never met Tiffany. This is how it is with Mellow Bucks. If you ride it with her, you just the op, you know, or her ops are your ops, right? Whatever. And you don't get to distinguish when an op gonna slide on you, okay? In Chicago. I feel so bad for these 14 people, but I think that they should sue, the family should sue, not Mellow, but even the establishment too. I hate this about Chicago. These clubs change their names and get killed. And I mean, have someone killed like Mr. Ricky's at one time. Mr. Ricky's changed their name like 3 times. Somebody shoot up their Adriana's. It's a whole shoot. They changed their name. And I don't like that. And that's what happened at the club they were at. Let's watch a little bit of this. Oh, wait, the news is live. Hold on, sorry. Let me see. And you know what? River North is not a bad neighborhood. I'm just gonna tell y'all the story. So Mellow Bucks, she's real popular in Chicago. I don't know many people over east that have What was he, Goddess? I didn't know that. She said I'm an actress. Yeah, Tiffany flipped me. I'm a failed actress, but I didn't know that. I got to look more into the situation. I was watching this guy named Carlos King. He got a lot of the clips. I'm gonna put him in here. So I don't know. Over East, I'm trying to think. Over East, are they're vice lords over East? I'm trying to think. I will say this. I've heard more people who have passed away over East who got murdered. I'm sorry, passed away. Over East than any other side of town. Out west, south, over East, you can't catch me. You can't catch me. No. Over East, especially like 70 something over East. By the lake, no. So let's watch a little bit of Carlos's video. He has it all together. And we hope you're feeling better, Carlos. You know what I'm gonna say? I don't know many people like back in the day. I didn't know many people that are like high ranking. Why would they be on? Do they show? I'm old. Show their face and stuff on TikTok and YouTube. Like when you're in a gang. Shout out to Young Will, Eye on the Trenches. He had the Four Corner Hustler founder on his he got killed, I guess. He had his son on his latest video. So check him out, you guys. All right, let me watch this. Sorry, I'm trying. Y'all know I'm sewing and doing this. You know me. She said, "Damn, shorty, my MF dog. Prayers up for my." Hold on, let me pause this. Prayer. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. So this her and her boyfriend. Okay, we was having so much fun in our private little life. Couldn't leave each other alone, glued to my hip every day. It's not a night we ain't spend together. I'm so effing angry. You was woke. I held your hand until I couldn't. You talk to me clearly. I don't get it. Boo, I'm effed up. Damn, shorty. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna cuss. My motherfucking dog, my brother, you and Bonte was my two people. I'm so lost. I can't believe I lost both y'all in one night. Let me tell you something. Chicago is not for the weak. Look, 4th of July, we in the basement. We don't know if that's fireworks. We don't know if it's a pistol. We in the basement. Okay. Glass block windows intact. All right. Be careful. Chicago is just something. Especially in the summer. Okay. My heart broke into so many pieces right now. It's unbelievable. Why is this happening to me? I can't believe you, sister. Man, that's sad, man. Not trying to pass on her. I'm sorry. We can't watch. I was trying to read. I don't say it on anybody. Your face will be the reason I smile.
but I will not see what I cannot have. So now that y'all seen all of that, you know, like I said before, I have a guy at the end of the video at the crime scene just basically walking around. I forgot his name. I might post his name somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But basically he was walking around showing the crime scene, and y'all will see a sequence of events, you know, from them talking about when it initially happened to the end, and then you'll get the press conference with all of the information. But I do want to say, they want their ass. They ain't playing. I think this is the time that they will make a prime example out of anybody.
I love Carlos. First of all, he just looks so hydrated all the time. he's so moisturized. They're not gonna find him. They're not gonna find him. It's about to be a war, and they don't care because it's black people killing black people, and they don't care.
That's been doing bullshit out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you better believe they finna try to max their ass out to give them the maximum. And I know somebody gonna say, man, they don't catch people, they don't do this, and they'll let them free, especially people that's from down there. No disrespect to y'all, but we really just don't know what they gonna do until they get their ass. But with an incident happening like this, they definitely gonna want to make an example out of somebody. So yeah, especially with it being a mass shooting. But look, I done said everything I had to say.
Mass shooting, black people, they don't care. That's my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. Also, it looks like when you drive by there now, it looks like nothing happened. They'd replaced the Dunkin' Donuts window. It looked like it was no shooting. They back open for business like nothing happened.
Say about this whole situation, I ain't feeling too good. I'll holler at y'all later on another video. But I do appreciate y'all for being here. I hope that everything is okay with you and your family, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of y'all's life. When I say that, I'm only talking to those who say it back to me in return.
Killed have not been identified.
Absolute chaos from people screaming to the streets to people laying on the streets.
The crowd outside Artist Restaurant and Lounge had gathered for an RSVP record release party for Chicago rapper Mellow Bucks. An employee at the lounge tells me they were in the process of closing and getting everyone out when police say a car pulled up and one or more people got out and started shooting.
At around like 11:20, that's when I heard a lot of ruckus. Like it literally sounded like a stampede of people coming downstairs.
Next to the club is a Dunkin' Donuts that had a front window shot out. In some cases, police didn't wait for ambulances to arrive and drove the victims to area hospitals themselves.
It was a chaotic scene up here last night.
Roger Tanner was in a cab at Chicago and Franklin moments after the shots were fired. The victims ranged in age from their early 20s to early 30s.
I noticed the police officers were running to the ambulance, and he had the young lady on his shoulder trying to get her some help. And I mean, she was bleeding and stuff.
The restaurant and lounge just opened a couple of months ago with the mission, it says, to provide a safe space for Black, brown, queer, and allied communities. It did release a statement here this morning saying that they are cooperating with police and the hearts are with the victims. We're live in River North. I'm Eric Runk, WG.
And I'm trying to think, more than likely, you know, I hate this too. This used to happen a lot when I would be outside kicking in the streets. This is for the young people. Don't stand outside no club with nobody. Take your butt in there, and then when you come out, you're going out to go home. Don't linger in front of a lounge. You know what I mean? When you see a crowd, don't linger. You don't know who the other people are on the side, who's looking for who. I have so much advice for the young people. If y'all have any advice about going out to the club, put it in the comments. You know, leave with your friends. You know, don't leave nobody behind. Don't be driving a dude car. You don't know who looking for him. I got so much stuff for y'all. Be careful. Listen to Auntie Bird.
News.
We begin with breaking news out of Chicago's River North neighborhood. That's where police say 18 people were in a deadly mass shooting overnight. NBC5's Sandra Torres is live for us at the scene near Chicago and Franklin. Sandra.
Hey there, Lisa. We have confirmed with Chicago police exactly what you just said. 18 people, 4 people after this incident that happened here outside of a restaurant lounge on Chicago Avenue. And as I step out of the way, you can see exactly where this is located, very close to Franklin near the L stop. And right now, all you can see, all that's left is the red carpet that was outside of the establishment for a party that took place last night here for a local.
Now, I would need Shay for this one. Shout out to Late Night Crew, because he covers, so he's not only talented in his coverage, but his musical talent, like he knows music from every genre. I've never seen a Chicago artist really have a rapper, like drill and what would they call the Drench gang? And Drench meant, Drench don't mean they about to hit you with a super soaker. That mean they about to wet you up. And I'm sorry, drench, yeah, they about to drench you, if you get what I'm saying. I've never seen like Chief Keef. I don't even think Lil Bibby, Herbo. I don't recall them really. Herbo barely performs here anymore. Is Old Boy still in jail? What's his name? They used to hang with we not from 63rd. What's his name? Dang, I can't think of his name, but he got killed in Atlanta. He was from O Block. This one I need Shay, because I want to know how many people he might know really have from these era of music have release parties in their hometown. It's not, especially when you talking about the ops, you smoking on this person, you smoking on that person, making fun of dead people. Yeah. G Herbo friend was killed by this group. Oh, wow. Yeah, Chicago release party is wild. So, Mellow Bucks reference NLMB on her song, an acronym for No Limit Muskegon Boys Gang, a fraction of both the Black P Stones and Gangster Disciples. Oh, based in South Shore. Man, let me tell you something. My friend over east, she was working. She was working. My friend's relative was working over east she was an insurance agent over east, just sitting there in her office. A bullet went through in the daylight, went right through the bricks, I believe, or the panel, went right through the wall, and she died, got shot in the head at her desk at work. At her over east, no. I know too many people that got killed and no people over east. No. Polo G brother got killed, but before he blew up, he did not have a release party in Chicago. Yeah, I would not. G Herbert, was friends, was a, and look at this, Gardis, Chief Keef, G Herbo. Why can't I think Lil Durk? They not riding around Chicago. They not up in here. That's what happened to Nipsey. Nipsey should have just went to Beverly Hills. I hate to say that because you want to get it where you're at. You know what I mean? You want, like, I was like, Kanye, come back home. Come back home. Help the people here. But why? The people here eat their own. Just gone to LA. Just gone. Get on out of here. Mellow Bucks should have had her released somewhere in LA, somewhere. I know she probably felt like going to River North, which is not a bad area, would have been better than having it like on 79th. She would have never got, the whole place would have been bombed. But this is hard. Atlanta's rough too, though. King Von. That's who, King Von. He got killed in Atlanta. That's rough too. What else is? What's the guy? Young Dolph. Young Dolph got killed. What, was it? It wasn't Memphis, was it? Where he was from, right? Yeah, this is something I need Shay for, y'all. I hope he covers this because he's so good at it. Let's watch a little more because I gotta get into this Charles Gibson story too.
local female rapper. Now, video shows a chaotic scene moments after the shooting took place, with police on the scene and people trying to get help for their friends and loved ones. Chicago police confirmed that around 11 p.m., someone started from a dark-colored vehicle towards the crowds that were outside, again, for this party that was for rapper Mellow Bucks. She is a local rapper here, and she posted on social media that her boyfriend and a friend were shot. We have confirmed with the mayor's office of community safety that the rapper's boyfriend and best friend both passed away. Now, here's how people in the neighborhood near the scene reacted, seeing victims in need of help.
A gunfire, and then the next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire, rescue.
Traumatized. I mean, this is, I'm just shocked. Now, overnight, families have been gathering at local hospitals, including Northwestern, where there's also a chaotic scene as family and friends try to get more information about their loved ones. We know that 13 women were shot. 5.
So I have a friend that we were talking about this Mellow Bucks situation that knows somebody will shoot there. She said the dudes was trampling the women to get up out the club. I mean, to get out the way. And Northwestern was absolutely positively run over that night because everybody went there because that's the best trauma in the area and it's close. They said the emergency room, it took a whole 24 hours to get the emergency room clear. So I thanks to the Northwestern team for saving the lives they could save. Now we're going to be funerals. How do y'all think they should do the funerals? Prayers to the families. How do you think they should do the funerals? Because would it be retaliation when they know that Mellow Bucks and her people or whoever will be at the funeral? Y'all, if y'all from Chicago, if you know, 101st and Halsted, drive by. That's Gatlin's with that 103rd and Halsted. Man, that's where they would send the, some people that died, the young kids. They had to, crazy. How would the funerals happen? Because that could be more retaliation. So y'all let me know what y'all think they should do about the funerals of these poor people, and prayers to the family. Okay, y'all. Okay, because I'm not, you know me, I'm up here. And I miss y'all. I have so much to talk about.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just acting.
Okay, last story. Did y'all hear about the Chicago photographer? I feel so bad reporting this story, but it's wild, and I think I want to know y'all opinion. Charles Gibson, he's a famous black. He does all those vixen shoots. I've gotten to work with him before. He has a studio in Chicago. He's very talented. So he got into it with his protege or business partner or something, and the business partner stole his camera, and he stole his camera. Now this is Chicago news, you guys. So he choose. I'm laughing at Choose Compassion in the comments, y'all. Choose stop. So yeah, they still got the drive-through funeral, don't they, at Gatlin's? Oh wow, I forgot about that. I think they do, but that's kind of disrespectful to drive through it, view the body, but okay. So Charles Gibson, let this brother tell y'all what's going on, because I'm almost done with this dress.
The jail cell is ready. Ooh! Huh?
Wait.
Charles, your jail cell is ready. Ooh! Huh? Charles, your jail cell is ready. Charles Gibson out Chicago. Y'all, let me catch y'all up. This going down on Facebook. This not even on TikTok drama. On Facebook, right? This dude named Charles Gibson. He a photographer out of Chicago. Chicago, I know how y'all don't like me in y'all business, but I'm too deep now. So he out of Chicago, right? He be taking photographs of girls like when they want to do photo shoot stuff. The dude got good work. I seen some of his work. He do maternity pictures and all this, right? Boom. So he get into an argument with one of his workers, somebody he used to work or whatever, to the point where the dude actually steal a camera from Charles. Tell me why, come to find out, through all these little photo shoots and stuff like that, Charles been recording these girls while they was taking the photos and stuff. Now listen, I know that some of y'all are like, that don't sound real strange, you know what I'm saying? They getting BTS behind the scenes and stuff. No. First of all, who was y'all shooting these photo shoots for? That y'all got to be butt booty naked up there posing like that? Huh?
Now, okay. Hey, Shauna. Hey. Y'all, okay, so he does these vixen shoots. Now, all you gotta do is go on Facebook. I won't show it here, and search Charles Gibson photography. So basically, he set a camera up in the room, and then he says, hey, this is your dressing room. Come back here. Yeah, come back here and change. But he never let you know it's the camera. So the girls are butt booty naked. And you can't get more naked than butt booty and naked. I'm serious. Naked. They you see everything. Naked as their peas, okay? Naked. And so the question is, who is wrong? Charles Gibson or the person who put the images up on Facebook? He did a photo dump of Charles' camera, and you see Charles going into the room, setting up the camera, then the girl coming in, changing, bending over. You can see the back from the front and the front from the back. And this is multiple women. And then they coming out getting dressed, but the whole time they don't know they're being filmed. So Charles comes online and he say, well, I'm doing that because what if somebody screamed that I R-word them? I got the video proof. My opinion, I'm like, nah, dude. No. You get a Ring doorbell, you get a camera out, but you're not supposed to have cameras in the dressing room area. So then he got videos of him oiling the women down, like for the photography and stuff. And it's all being captured. Like, it's almost like soft corn, if you will. So it's crazy. So the question is, who's more guilty? The man that exposed him or the man that did it? So let's listen to a little more. It is crazy.
Wait a minute. Sidebar, Charles Gibson, I'm glad you ain't do no photo shoot with Miss Netta, because that would have been too much for the internet. I digress. So then the dude Enoch, basically, because that's who the person who took the camera, they upload all these women photo shoots that Charles wasn't supposed to be recording. So now,
yes, okay, so this was the thing. The dude tried to go back. I don't know if he did it initially, but he blurred out what he could. So he like blurred out the boobies and the front part of the body, and he, you know, but he had the girls' faces up there. So now on TikTok, all these girls are coming forward like, oh my god, I did a maternity shoot. So remember, you're pregnant and you're naked. You ever see those maternity shoots people like to do when they're just the dads holding their boobs kind of Janet Jackson style, or they're putting flowers, they're naked but they showing their body, they got flowers or a piece of fabric over their body. That's what it was. So I had to think back, because this is I'm trying to think back for myself, because I have done lingerie photo shoots, not for me but for other people, and I'm trying to think. The models sometimes they would just change, right? You know, as long as a person left the area, they would change in the open. So I'm trying to think, oh my god, you could have been recorded. Like, this is, and then you're naked with your baby in your stomach. Now you're a mom, and now you got to explain why you're on Facebook now with your naked body, because the dude dumped the camera. It's crazy.
it's going down on Facebook, and one of the girls is on TikTok. I forgot her name. Y'all go do your own research. Come on, I'm too deep in the hole. I'm trying to get back to it. Okay, so now the girl come up here and say Charles been blocked her when she got pregnant, and he ain't do her maternity shoot. He stopped talking to her. Now, on the flip side of all of this, I guess Charles must have been saying it was AI or something. So the dude Enoch, the reason that he posted all the videos, because he was like,
Okay, I forgot to tell y'all that part. So Charles was like, this isn't real, it's AI. So that's what made Enoch dump the camera. So now this lady is on it's a couple of them on TikTok. Like, they're like, who do we sue? Like, we don't know what to do. And a lawyer on TikTok is kind of getting involved into this, because now it's like, is it revenge porn or something like that? Revenge photos or something like, it's something weird. I don't know what they called it. Because some people have a case, she said. I don't know.
Are these AI too? Y'all, these girls, first of all, they boyfriends got to be in jail. That's the only people you can be sending these pictures to. That or OF. Y'all, go do y'all research. Remember who put y'all on now. I'm going back to it. I'm just a messenger.
Y'all, because that whole story was crazy. I went down that rabbit hole like, oh my goodness. Like, and like I said, I've done photos. I've never really met him other than to be there I didn't see anything weird. But when I got to see the stuff on YouTube, on Facebook, like I said, it's Charles Gibson Photography, and it's a whole thread. And when I saw him set the camera up and then tell the lady, come on in here, and she just changing away. Oh my God. I was like, wow, you can't do that. Like, that's not right. All right, you guys. Never go to a photo shoot alone. I'll tell people that. Never go to a photo shoot alone. Always have somebody with you. Always have somebody with you. And sometimes that's what people hire me for, just to be there. Non-consensual images. Yes, Shanna. Bamboozle, hoodwick, and let it straight. Now, choose, you've been having me crack up in these comments. But yeah, it's this is, yeah, so let's timestamp this. Let's see next year what the Pope House look like. Hopefully it's not no poles and then people in nun outfits going around the poles dancing. So hopefully it turned out to be a profitable thing for the village of Dolton, because I just know how things could go left. Remember, it's a new administration to y'all, but it's the same administration to us. They just play musical chairs. That's all it was. Wait a minute, a girl noticed the camera? Oh, Shauna, I gotta see that. Oh, Shauna, I saw it in another chat. It was something, could you email me? BurgundyBlueCommentary@gmail.com. It was something you said you had screenshots of. I want to see, please. Please. I got to see that, because I have something too, and I want to see, compare. You said it's a no for me on another year. Yay, Chavis. Thank you. 15 months a member. 15 months. Yay. I appreciate you so much. So y'all, this was just me chit-chatting. You know they might come, and you know what they'll try to do.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
I ain't got nothing, y'all. I ain't got nothing. So I just wanted to come to y'all and tell y'all what I miss talking to you about. And yeah, be kind to one another. And I'll see you next time. Have a safe weekend. I'm about to sleep the rest of the day, do laundry, finish this project, have this girl come pick up her dress. And that's it for me today. Leave what you're going to do today in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Wait a minute, what Jamie say? And next year, South Holland, thanks, Ranger. And next year, South Holland will go up to $20 for the fireworks show. Thank you, Jamie. Where's Tiffany? I love Tiffany. I love you, Tiffany. Nothing you can do about it. Tiffany is cooling. She is good to go. When Tiffany going to jail, y'all? When she going to jail? Talk to you soon. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary. Burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment Burgundy blue.